it's too obvious that these things that are coming my way are from a higher source. It's just too obvious. Like these tools that are coming through to me now are not through me seeing an advert and deciding, right, I want to learn that and I'm going to go and do it, which is what I've been doing for the last 20 years. These tools are coming through thick and fast, like you wouldn't believe, and it's incredible. And I know now that they're coming in because for the first time I am seeing through the bullshit of myself. You know, there's the bullshit in the world that we have to see through and we have to get through, and there's a lot of that right now. But actually, more importantly, in order to see any of that, we've got to see through our own BS. And that is like one of the hardest things to do. And we can dance. I realize as well, I've been dancing with my ego. And the difference between the dancing with the ego and how I've been handed these tools in the last 6 months is incredible. So you're dancing with the ego and you can be just doing all these different things, and they lead to nowhere. And have you noticed that? They don't really actually go anywhere, really. There's not really any meaning when the ego is involved. I mean, this is my interpretation of it. I know when I'm dancing with my ego's there. It's more of from a protective place. And that's maybe going to change in the future when I haven't got so many parts with so many egos and I'm more whole. And that's the journey that I am on and working to. But my dancing with the ego it's not really meant anything. It's not meant anything. It's just helped me pretend. It's just helped me believe in this story that's keeping me going. So, you know, and that's what the dancing with the ego has been doing. So it's like, thank you, ego, thank you. But now, and I didn't even know, really. So we don't know that we're dancing with the ego, do we? We don't know. We don't have something going on in our head and think, oh gosh, yeah, that was my ego. No, that's you. That's you. You. This is your identity. So, you know, it's like deciphering between who we really are and what we really think, and what we really think we think and feel, and do we really, you know, it's there's so many layers, I think, that we've been conditioned to, that's sort of conditioned to ensure that we never really figured this out. And the more that we sort of just live with these layers and just keep going, you know, that's not right. It's not right, because it's all you know. It's like, so no, it's not. It is. You're right. You are right, because for you, it's all you know. So, you know, we are all damaged, actually. And that is the truth of it. Like, we are all damaged from the very beginning. And I think what's gone on with me for the last few years, at the beginning of all of this, and certainly the last 6 months, is recognizing that and beginning to step into that. It's gotten very personal for the last 6 months. And so I'm very grateful for these tools, because these tools are incredible insofar as getting somewhere. And actually, when you realize that it's all connected to the nervous system, which is us, which is you, me, we've all got one, and we were born with it, and it was very underdeveloped when we were born, so we all fucked it up. Our parents didn't know. Theirs was messed up as well at the start, probably even more so than ours, so it was just messed up. But actually, but the nervous system actually is the thing right in the middle of all your genius of how you can do and everything. So just, you know, strip away all the conditioning of how you've been taught this, that, and whatever, and just let's come back to that place. And for me, it's as if I've just come back to that at the age of 50 and realized, oh my gosh, I am actually really in control of, you know, if I can move my arm, and I learn how to do all that, I can fix my arm. I mean, it's mine. I learn how to, you know, it's like we've forgotten that we are this machine that's got a something inside that's controlling it. And actually, that's us. That's the power of us. And then it seems like so ridiculous saying it like as I am, but actually, you know, it's because, and you know, you can say it to a lot of people walking around, they look at you like you're crazy. But it's just, it's so simple and so obvious that we've lost the mere simplicity of the fact that we are powerhouses. And what I'm realizing is the more like shit that's happened to us, the more power we've actually got if we're still here. And I feel as I get more spiritual, we'll be like, damn, when we leave, like, oh, I missed again, come back again. And I think this is the lifetime that we really would want to be here. And I know that sounds crazy in this world today, but I'm really feeling this, and this is the energy that I want to stay in and embody and collectively get others in. Because I'm realizing that it's going to be impossible for a lot of people to get through those layers of that intense hurt, because one, you're shooting at yourself, and you're never going to really want to, it's going to be really hard for you to acknowledge that, face that, without then loads more of the stuff coming out, which is like, oh my God, I feel traumatized. And it's really difficult, because then that's another weight. It's like you've managed to get through the ratios of suicides and whatever it is that you're coming through, but now you've just realized it was all avoidable. You know, it's like it comes like, no, like that's not the way either. And I can't help but feel that sometimes this is the way that they want it to be. And I think enough now. You know, I think for those of us that I'm really talking to that have really experienced a depth of really dark stuff, you know, I mean, I am trauma is trauma, and we are traumatized. You know, it's just coming in here, really. And I think it's part of the challenge that we come here for as well. You know, so I'm not. I'm kind of not arguing with that. The areas of, you know, being separated from your birth mother, being relinquished, without that emotional connection and consideration of that, having a child taken away from you, experiencing really, really like demonic abuse. There's a fear, there's a trauma, there's an intense fear that's there that will be still there. It's like a frozen fear, and that this is where I'm talking about. You know, this is, so I'm not saying if you wasn't that you know, don't collectively come in, but you know, yes, because you will fly, you will become a big part of the collective. You know, if your layers are not as the depth of that. But you see, then how do we know? Because, you know, I'm starting to really feel into the ancestral side of things. How do we know how far and deep our layers go, really? You know, we keep coming back. You know, maybe we do.